I would like to, I think you just talk into it. Let's just do a test.
Red means you're live.
Test, mine doesn't work.
No. Can we, how do we go live on all these mics? We want this to be as free-flowing as possible.
Hello, hello.
And then a little light.
So welcome everyone. This is the second incarnation of the WOW Moments storytelling session, and we've branded this as a director's workshop. So they've been kind enough to provide us with the right chairs. And here's what's going to happen. We've got an hour and a half. We've got 28 minutes of footage. And I have to say a huge thank you to David Keeley, Patricia, and the whole team at DKP 70mm IMAX for putting this together. This went way beyond our expectations, David, and I think you're going to love it. I'm not going to give anything away, but the three of these panelists have worked for a time to choose moments, and these are sequences, so shots embedded in sequences, that they felt among themselves were indelible and formative for other filmmakers. And it was amazing to see, even as we were brainstorming together, many of them picked each other's moments and they were along the same page. So with that, I think that we're going to have to be very cognizant of time, but I want to allow time for you guys to interact with these moments as well. So they're all in 2D. I'm sorry, we probably will do this in the future and we'll mix it up, but it just became easier for us to do this. And I know the choices for each of us was very grueling. So what I'd want to do is I want to get to the footage as soon as possible, but I do want to announce some very exciting news, and I want Tony to do that. So Tony, tell us what happened at the wee hours of the morning today.
Oh, I've been telling everybody I could grab. I'm just thrilled to announce that our cameras launched at 2 this morning for the International Space Station. It was very successful.
So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Greg, who's going to present the first clip. And I asked each of the panelists, what the idea of a WOW moment is for them. And with that, Greg, take it away.
Well, thank you. And I wrote something out because I didn't want to miss a chance of talking about 1570 and the people that formed this industry. And so I'll read this. When Graham, Ferguson, Bill, Bob, and Roman created a new way of seeing movies in 1970, few people thought IMAX films would attract customers. Never before had short documentaries been worthy of a paid audience. So their first application of IMAX was for spectacular presentations at World's Fairs for free. But when the audience walked in and watched this new experience, this new way of encountering a film story, which was part film, part roller coaster ride, it wowed them like no other film experience ever before. It felt real. It looked authentic and honest. It took you somewhere believably. When this new way combined with the most trusted institutions in the world, the museums, IMAX had something that really clicked. The magical combination of 1570 film, 6-channel sound, a super steady and bright $1 million projector, steeply raked seats in museums, those elements picked you up and transported you believably. And right then, a $20 billion industry was born out of the word wow. Today, small digital capture, fast-paced editing, and TV-style composition could not deliver the I am there experience. Filmmakers and theater directors must understand why customers came and loved IMAX initially, and not forget the wow. And that's the purpose of this session. The first clip that we have, and I want to set this up, all the filmmakers up here agree that that to create these wow moments, you have to start with the research and the story and the scripting, and then spend perhaps as many as 5 or 6 years developing cameras and techniques to deliver on that wow moment. Now, for Adventures in Wild California, I would have started with Two Fly, but Two Fly was presented last year. For Wild California, we wanted to start out with sky surfing, and I wanted to take the 1570 camera up into the air. So we used the Mark II camera, which will run reliably over 48 frames per second, so it's 2 times kind of slow motion. We then picked the people who were going to be doing the sky surfing and practiced and practiced and practiced. First with lead weights in a box that was similar to the same size so that they could fall, the camera and the sky surfer could fall at the same rate of speed. And then we started practicing with the real camera and then running real film and then criticizing it. This whole process took 4 or 5 months after designing and building that camera that would fit on his chest, using the 500-foot loads, only 1.5 minutes of film. And since you're shooting 48 frames per second, we only had 45 seconds of film. And we finally nailed it. And so then, because I wanted to film it over SeaWorld, over the Mission Bay in San Diego, we waited for it to rain for 2 months so that we'd have absolutely crystal clear skies. Now, all of us waited right next to our telephone for 2 months. Finally, when we had a rain, that night, 11 o'clock, boom, we're going to do it tomorrow, meet you there at 4:30 in the morning. And we did that 3 times in a row to get the footage that you're going to see. So 3 different rainstorms over about a 2-month period of time. And you ended up with something that really does put you in a sky surfing activity, that you feel like you're doing it. Particularly the shot where you look down at Joe Jennings' feet as he steps off the skid of the helicopter and then falls forward. You feel like you're falling forward. So that's a wow moment. Wow moments were never any better than they've been in 1570. And I think this sequence might show you that.
Let's go ahead and roll the first clip, please.